Okay, here we go. What's what in Windows 7? To begin with, the desktop is the most common place in Windows 7. It's a place where people store frequently used documents, frequently used files, and other things such as gadgets. On my desktop, I've got 5 WordPad files here. I've got some shortcuts over here, and I've got a couple of gadgets over on this side of the screen. After the desktop, we have the taskbar. The taskbar is again used to store links to frequently used programs. So these are programs that I frequently use, some of which are open, some are not. Over to the right of the taskbar, we have what's called the system tray or notification area. Various programs will use the system tray to keep you informed about the status of the program. To the right of that, we have the clock. And to the right of that, we have what's called the Show Desktop button. This button minimizes any programs that you have opened. To the left of the task menu, we have what's called the Start button. If we left click on the Start button, we get basically a menu of all the programs that are available to us. The first thing we see, this is a search box. Next, we have a link to all programs, which when we click on that or hover over it, we get a menu tree of all the programs that we have available to us on our computer. If we go back, the next section is a list of frequently used programs on our computer. Then this top section here above this line is programs that we have specifically pinned to this menu. Programs that we use often enough and we want them to stay there. Then to the right side of the menu we have specific icons. If you notice when we hover over the icons, this picture up here changes. Gives us a graphical representation of what to expect when we click on the icon. This section of the menu is somewhat customizable as well. Then down below we have the shutdown button along with an arrow for more options that we will cover in another video. So let's open up a program. Let's go all programs, accessories, and WordPad. A typical program has specific features. Not every program is exactly the same, but typically you will get a title bar, which is the title of the program as well as the open document. To the right of the title bar you'll have the minimize, maximize, and close buttons. Minimize simply minimizes the program down to your taskbar. If I click the program on the taskbar, it restores it. Maximize obviously makes the program full screen. Hitting the maximize button again brings the program back to its original state. And then of course close closes the program. On the edge of a typical Windows program, if you hover over the edge, you'll get an arrow icon. We can make this program smaller or bigger. If we hover over a corner, we can adjust the height and width all in one motion. So I'm clicking and dragging this program to a different size. If I double click on the title bar, that automatically makes the program full size as if I had hit the restore button. If I double click again, it restores. Most programs have what's called a menu bar, and the menu bar is a shortcut of tools or a shortcut to the various tools available to us. Many programs now have what's called a ribbon, which is a collection of various toolbar buttons, and a ribbon can contain multiple tabs with different categories of buttons. Programs also have what's called a status bar. This is generally at the bottom of the program, and the status bar is used by the program to keep you informed, show you tips, different types of things like that. So that's it for the basics of Windows 7, where things are. We will go into much more detail in future videos. Thank you.